Hi, my name is Libby Manos, and this is my college experience. I grew up in a small town with my big, fat Greek family in Ipswich, Massachusetts. After receiving my acceptance letter into the NUin Greece program, I decided I couldn't pass up an opportunity to study abroad for my first semester of college. I didn't know what to expect or how to prepare myself, but I knew I was ready to try something new. After a long summer in my all too familiar hometown, I left for a short but unbelievable semester in Thessaloniki, Greece. The first weeks in Thessaloniki were spent exploring the city. Despite my family's attempts at teaching me Greek and giving me tips about the European lifestyle, I still experienced culture shock when I arrived. I quickly fell in love with the food, music, and even the slow pace of Greek life. I can now spend hours sitting at a restaurant, enjoying the company of my new friends I've made. Living only a few blocks from the boardwalk in Thessaloniki, I came across some of the best restaurants and cafes while watching the most beautiful sunsets. One of the scariest parts of coming to Greece was not knowing my roommate until I arrived at my future home, the Metropolitan Hotel. Luckily, I was paired with an awesome roommate who has become one of my closest friends here. I began school at the American College of Thessaloniki. My classes were interesting and my professors were great. I also enjoyed having some Greek students in my classes because they provided a different perspective in class discussions, and it was a good learning experience to work with them. In addition to my classes, I helped out at Agios Dimitrios, a full-time care center for people with severe mental and physical disabilities. I worked in the volunteer program where I was paired with a resident every week and created activities for them during our time together. Initially, it was extremely out of my comfort zone, and because of the language barrier, I had to rely on actions to communicate. However, once I began to relax and try new things like singing and dancing, I discovered how much more fun me and the residents there had. My experience there was not merely community service, but service learning, because they also taught me important lessons like how to appreciate the little things in life. It was humbling to see how a single smile or a quick high five would make their day better, and in return, mine. When I wasn't touring my new city, I ventured to other places with friends. Through trips organized by NUin and ACT, I traveled to Halkidiki, Athens, Delphi, and my favorite trip was to the top of Mount Olympus. The hike was a hard 2-day journey, but the view from the top made it all worth it. Looking around, I felt like I was on top of the world, and I didn't want to. With my friends here, we also organized weekend trips to Barcelona, Rome, Florence, Belgium, and Amsterdam. Each place I visited had their own cultural differences from that of the US and that of Greece, and every trip we embarked on brought us closer than I thought we ever could. An important lesson I learned during my time in Thessaloniki is the meaning of the uniquely Greek word philokimo. It's not easily translated because it is a way of life related to honor, respect, pride, dignity, and other values hard to define. However, I've observed it throughout the city and the people here. I've seen it in the volunteers at Agios Dimitrios who have been helping for years because they want to help, not because they feel guilty if they don't. Show yourself. This experience has shown me how important travel is. Many of us grow up always wanting to go somewhere new, but not many people are willing to make the time to go. Northeastern gave me the opportunity to see a new world. If I hadn't taken this chance to go, when, if ever, would I be given another? It might not be for everyone, but for those brave enough to do it, it's the most amazing and rewarding experience of your life. And I'm so lucky to have embarked on this journey. As I start to prepare for my time at Northeastern, I will always have Thessaloniki as my home away from home, and I'll carry with me the lessons I've learned and memories I will never forget.